I'm using my mermaid skirt pattern and my halter top pattern. You can check out my tutorials for these two patterns. I have already cut out the top patterns, also the lining. There's also extra lining, and there's the stay material because it's a padded top. I'm placing the first lining in between the fabric and the stay material, and then I sew. So that way I've got 3 layers to sew initially. I am using pins to hold the 3 layers together, and this way the materials don't shift while you're sewing. I am placing the different parts of the pattern together using pins before I sew. After sewing, I turn it inside out and trim the seam allowances. I also snitch the curvy parts. I also do a top stitch on the seam allowance. I'm now placing the second lining, and this covers the stiff or stay material. I'm sewing it by placing the right sides together, then turning it inside out. I'll trim the seam allowances and turn it inside out. I'm now doing a top stitch around the neck area and the armhole area, and then I press the seams using a steam iron. Now time to put the back part together. So I do almost same as the front. The only difference that is that there's no stay material. Yeah, you just have the lining and the fabric, and this I'm going to sew together and turn inside out. I've also cut out my skirt pattern. I'm using 3 pieces for the front and 2 pieces at the back. I've also cut out the lining, but the lining only gets to the knee level. I mark the position of the darts on both the lining and the fabric, and then I use pins to join the sides together before sewing. So I've got like 4 layers to sew. I'm not doing them individually like my last video. I'm now joining the top and the skirt part together. I test it out on the mannequin first before sewing. Once I've sewn it, then I trim the seam allowances. I'm measuring out the position and length of the zip, and I fix it in place temporarily using pins. I'm very careful to make sure that both centers of the zip, that's where the waist is, are on the same line. I'm now joining the 3 layers of the mermaid skirt pattern for the front. So I just use pins to join other sides together so I can sew them one time. I join them with the lining. Once I've finished sewing them together, then I press the seams, and it's now time to join the front. Remember the part that's padded with the princess seams, and make sure that the darts or the princess seams aligns with the middle of the skirt. I join them together using pins before I'm sewing. Once I finish, I press the seams. I'm using this decorative band for the neck. I'll place it on and hold it in place with pins before hand sewing it round. The reason why I decided to hand stitch it is because this decorative band contains gemstones which can easily break the machine needle. Once I finish hand stitching, I add 2 hooks to the top and 1 at the bottom just before the start of the zip towards the waistline. I also hem the bottom of the dress, and that's the finished dress.